And welcome to another episode of Otaku Don. I am the most host, Just Charles 009, and I'm here to give you some of my thoughts about the most recent One Piece chapter, One Piece 118 being free. So, for me, there have, like with most One Piece chapters, there are five major takeaways. First, the robot primarily stopped fighting not because the effect of the Gorosei. It seems as though the disappearance of Luffy inside of his awakening form has led to the robot no longer resonating or not really caring about what's going on around it because it does not think that its Joy Boy is there anymore. So this correlates with the end of the chapter when Joy Boy pops back up, or two Joy Boys pop back up, and Bonnie using her fruit's power to emulate the Nika form, and obviously Luffy himself awakening and activating his Nika form. It leads to the reinvigoration of said robot. I'm not sure if the broadcast is going to restart, but if it does, I'm pretty sure it's probably just going to go ahead and skip over whatever Will of D stuff that he was talking about, because it doesn't really seem that Oda wants to necessarily talk about that right at this moment. Um, it's a little bit embittering that if he wouldn't have done that 10-minute break, more than likely we would have actually heard about that Will of D stuff, but obviously that was planned by Oda, so you take what you can get, and we've gotten more information than we probably ever thought we were going to get inside of a singular shot. And the next thing I have come to realize, I do believe inside of this chapter, is that the bell of this information being released cannot be unrung. I do not believe that the Gorosei can go about trying to compartmentalize or reduce or, like, they can't play this down in any way, shape, or form. The cats are out of the bag. They know the world is sinking. They know a lot of the dirty laundry about what was happening prior to this. And Vegapunk's address seemed to, with his overall notoriety and I'm not gonna say goodwill, that's probably the right credibility that he has built up over the ages. It seems as though most people are just inclined to trust what he says, and with that, it's kind of led the Gorosei is out of a bad situation, and this leads them to just end up trying to pivot and control Puck Records through Strucy, and it seems as though they really have a issue on their hands, and I think that is the third major point of this chapter. Is just the Gorosei are not moving like someone who has everything under control. I truly believe that in the beginning, I for some reason thought, oh, they're not really worried about the world flooding, so on and so forth. But with the amount of research and other things that they've invested into, and the amount of science and things of that nature, it seems as though that they are directly vested in trying to stop the entire world from sinking. It's not like they're just kind of completely totally laissez-faire about it. They just know they have a lot more time, and as far as we can dictate with their connection to Eve, they might be ageless. So it seems like these five people have been kind of come together and come up with a solution to this world is sinking problem for God knows how long. For all we know, the mermen were actually, or the mer people in general, weren't actually, they might have been biogenetically engineered at something like Saturn, and then they figured out, like, oh, everybody can take this conversion, so that's just another issue that we kind of sidestepped and moved to the side. But, I mean, as of this point, you never really particularly know with these guys. They're pretty much willing to do whatever they can to get the goals that they're looking for. Everyone's all aboard the ships. They're outside of Jinbei and Zoro. Everyone has moved to a spaceship. It seems Sanji, Luffy, and Bonnie, I do believe, are all on the Elbaf, and then all the rest of the Straw Hats are on the Sunny, and then Jinbei and Zoro are stalling Nojiro to make sure the Sunny can set off, and that also seems to be the final breakdown for whatever clashes that we're going to get. Zoro and Jinbei are fighting to allow the retreat of the Sunny, and when we get to the end of this chapter, we see Bonnie and Luffy are fighting to secure the retreat of the Elbaf, and then Sanji is going to help Nami and the Sunny with making sure they land correctly. So that means everybody can get off, everyone can get the heck out of here, and everyone can keep it moving. Overall, I believe that we are obviously we're moving to the end of Egghead. I think this has been more of an informationally based arc. This has been about, just expressing things that Oda has no possible way of naturally doing within the exposition of the overall story, unless you have an arc like this where it's purely informationally based. We firmly established that the Gorosei are the next big enemy. We established our weakest person, which is Saturn, and we kind of pumped up Nojiro and Mars, and I do Saint Shepherd of the Deathworm. For like if I were to rank these things, I would say Saturn's the weakest, then probably Water 3, and then possibly Jupiter, and then I would put Mars or Nojiro as top probably. So, yeah. But other than that, I don't think there's too much else. This actually went down on this chapter. So, this has been, I've been Just Charles. We're here with the Otaku God. This has been One Piece, chapter 118, my opinions. Being free. Okay, we love you. Bye-bye.